Hi friends, this is Kaushik Ranchod, immigration attorney representing clients throughout the 50 states. I want to welcome you to my weekly show. Today we are talking about a hot topic. I mean, woo, scorching hot. This is something you guys have been asking a lot about, and I promised you I'd keep you updated. So we're talking about what is going on with the processing times, work authorization. And so I have a really exciting announcement that is piggybacking upon one of my recent videos about premium processing for work authorization. This is about what is happening with work authorization now. So you want to stay tuned, but smash that like button like woo! Let's get started, my friends. Okay, let's get down to business. Let's talk about what is happening in your lives for many of you right now, with the work authorization situation. So COVID happened, processing times went through the roof, crazy long times with applications. At the same time, more people were applying for work authorization. So you have increase in applications, decrease in staff. You can see the problem. What did this mean for you? Unfortunately, people lost jobs because the work authorization application was not being approved before your work authorization expired. Employers were affected. They're losing talent. In the best case situation, even if you didn't lose your job, there's still a gap in employment till you can get work authorization. This is simply was not right. It's a huge problem. And every year, within the last few years, processing times have been going up. So it was taking anywhere from like around 7 to 11 months for a work authorization application to be approved. When I first started practicing, it was taking 90 days. So you can see the problem here, because if you're applying for a work authorization and it's good for 1 year, and then even though you're applying before your work authorization expires, if it's taking 7 to 11 months, you're not going to be able to work. Now, USCIS did increase the time to 180 days, but that didn't solve the problem. Even 180 days was not enough. So this is causing a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of financial loss. Now, not to mention that there's a shortage of workers in the United States, and this is, in my opinion, going to be solved through immigration, because right now, since COVID happened, there's not been enough people to do the work in our country. And the way to solve that problem is through immigration, getting the best talent, getting people like you to be able to work. It's an easy solution, but unfortunately, there's a lot of politics involved. Now, the truth is that we can't blame everything on COVID. This is also a systemic issue with USCIS. Processing times were increasing before COVID. Things were getting worse. There were staffing, processing issues. COVID just accelerated the problem and made things even worse. Let's look at some of the changes that have happened within the years. When I first started 20 years ago, it was taking around 6 months to get a green card application approved. Now, 1 to 2 years to get a marriage-based green card application. That's when you're married to a US citizen. That's the amount of time it's taking. So even if you get work authorization, a lot of times those work authorizations were expiring, and we have been having to file for renewals in that situation. I-601A waivers. At one point, we were getting them approved within 6 months. Now you're talking 1.5 years to 3+ years. Now, USCIS has said that they want to decrease processing times. This is what is a step in the right direction, what I'm going to be discussing here. So I'm happy about that. I'm still waiting to see what is going to actually happen. This is a very positive reflection. This policy that I'm going to be describing in detail shortly is a very positive direction, because these processing times are causing so much anxiety for all of you. And I don't want you to be stressed about your application, because I know how difficult this immigration process is, And I want to acknowledge that. And waiting years and years and years to be reunited with your family, I get it, and I'm hoping that USCIS is going to come through with their commitment. But let's get back to work authorization processing times and what has changed. All right, here it is, folks, what you've been waiting for. So you know that certain types of work authorization applications, there's been an extension for 180 days. Well, now it has been increased to 540 days. So this is great news for everybody. This applies to because you're talking about instead of 6 months to about a year and a half, approximately. This is going to be helping so many people while they're waiting for their applications to get approved. Now you might wonder like, well, do I need to file an application for an extension? Does the government want more money from me to do this? Well, the news gets better. Let's jump for joy. It's an automatic extension. So usually the government, usually wants another filing fee, but in this case, it's an automatic extension. So we got two great things here. An increase of the work authorization plus it's an automatic extension. As you can see, this is a step in the right direction that the administration is taking. I encourage the administration to continue to make, these are very simple, easy fixes. They're not something that is very complicated. And if the Biden administration continues to make these changes, it will help thousands and thousands of people like you. So I'm hoping that this is going to continue to watch our channel so you can be updated about all of these changes. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. By watching this video, you're bettering yourself. By bettering yourself, you're truly amazing. And by bettering yourself, you're bettering your country. I want to honor you for being who you are, going through this difficult process, this difficult journey. I'm here every week for you. I hope I can just add a little bit of guidance to your day. And I invite you, if you have questions, put them below. I'll try to get to them. And bye for now.